All right, good evening to everyone. Retrospectively, we are commentating this final. This is me, Mark Geha, a third year engineering and mathematics student from UNSW, and with me today is the man himself from the final, Mr. Tim Xing.
Hey guys, so today we're bringing you the 2021 trimester one 9-ball finals. So we have today me in the white shirt versus Will Wu in the black shirt. So just a bit of introduction. I am a fourth year engineering student at UNSW, and Will is a second year commerce student at USYD. So pretty good pool of players there. Me and Will on the road to the finals had to beat some pretty skilled players. I myself, I had to beat Edison, Josh, and Harris, all great players, and Will had to beat Ryan, Eric, Ian, and Lockie on the way to the finals. So
So you got to buy in
pretty
the first.
rough.
Oh, you got to buy in the first round.
Oh yeah, I did have a buy in
Nice,
the first
nice.
round.
Yeah, good news, good news. But both players, I should say, very skilled to make it this far, and both have. Will definitely has done well. We unfortunately didn't get the recording of the 8-ball final, but Will did manage to place second in that one. And this is Tim's first final as an individual, and we are looking forward to a good race to 7, 9-ball, or was it race to 5?
It's a race to 7. So
Race to
yeah, we
7.
have
Okay.
Will just winning the lag, and he's gonna get the break started off. So for most of the viewers who might be unfamiliar with 9-ball, it's different to the 8-ball game you might be familiar with. So in this format, we'll be putting the balls 1 to 9 in ascending order, and whoever puts the 9-ball wins the rack. So
Yeah.
getting started, we have a really good break by
The
Will,
one
and
was
has
beautifully potted. Like to get
yeah,
it
yeah.
to move around the table that much, and it looks like you can see the two.
Yeah, he can see it too. Um, a bit of a cut, but
It's
it looks
thin,
pretty
yeah, for
doable.
sure.
Yeah, and I think he might have to go up and down the table if he wants to get position on the floor, or maybe he could run into the 9 here. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, he could use that to his advantage, run into it. Unfortunate, but it's landed pretty. Oh, not too safe. We can see if you get the
Yeah,
pot.
we can see that Will was trying to run into the 9 to hold the ball for the 4, but
Mm,
bit of an unfortunate miss. So we'll see how I do here.
for sure. And tell us about your cues. So it looks like you have a couple of cues on rotation. What are you using currently?
I've actually changed my cues now, but back then I was just using this is a Mez wood cue. I'm not exactly sure what type it is, but I just got the second hand of Michael.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. Okay, and do you use it? So, currently in today's games, would you be using a different cue for braking, different cue for jumping, all that?
Yeah, so here is actually my first competition using a new break cue that I got. I'm using the BK Rush, which is a really nice break cue, and
Is
so
that
you'll see
the
that maybe later.
It's the carbon fiber one in the background we can see, or
Yeah.
oh, beautiful. Oh, look at the draw, superb.
Yeah,
Look at
so
that, aced it. And you've got a pretty good angle on the 5, so that's looking good.
Yeah, look here, I would rather be a bit straighter, but I think I can kind of draw into the side rail with a bit of outside to hold for the 6, or I could maybe go slow into the 6 to bump it towards the pocket. So we'll see
Exactly.
what I
Yeah.
do here.
Let's see. Oh, getting ready for it. And do you use any techniques when you're potting the balls, or what's the best method you use in order to make sure you get the pot? Oh, nicely done.
Thank you. I don't know, I just get down, shoot straight, have good timing, and try to stay focused, I guess.
That's
So
it.
there, actually, I don't think I got enough draw out of it with a bit,
Do you think the
and not
contact
enough
with the
outside.
magic rack may have messed it up?
Nah, I don't think it made a difference. But here I'm actually quite lucky because I'm pretty straight on the 6. So it's a pretty easy pot. I
Yeah.
can land anywhere for good position on the 7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's cool. And playing on the diamond tables, how do you? Oh, unlucky there. Playing
Yeah.
on the diamond tables actually does result in stuff like that where you'll miss a pot that you can usually, cheat in on the town hall
Yeah,
tables.
so with these diamond tables, they have slightly smaller pockets than the tables for some of the other competitions at the City Heroes. Today we're playing at Burwood City Heroes. So bit tougher, but it's nothing too bad. There, I think. Ooh,
Yeah, why did
there,
you
I
go?
think
Why did you go with the one rail on that? I would have
I
just
think
gone straight on.
so. So it's actually better to do that way because then doing that you get to the right side where you have a lot more space. But if you try to just play the draw back, you have to control the draw first of all, and there's like a little space. There's only like such a small space where you can pot the 7 from the left side. So here I'm actually hampered a little bit, but
Ooh.
not too much of a tough shot. But as you can see, I've missed it.
Yeah, they're not easy, those ones. On video, it actually it looks easier than it is in real life because the angle of like the angle which you need to get the pot is so small.
Mm.
It's very hard. Okay, so is he going for the bank here, Will?
No,
Or
it's
is he
pretty
just
easy
gonna go for
cut
the
into the middle pocket. Yeah,
cut? Yeah,
we'll see if he
okay.
goes 1 rails out or tries to go 2 rails. Okay, as we can see, he goes 2's rail,
He goes two
getting a
rails.
bit close to the 7, but
Yeah.
he lands pretty perfect.
For sure. For sure. Yeah.
So it looks like Will is going to run this rack out. Has some pretty easy shots on the 7, 8, and finally the 9, which will win him the rack.
And in your other games leading up to this one, could you give a bit more details of how difficult or interesting they were?
I
Do you
mean,
remember?
my first game was against Edison, and I mean, yeah, I've faced Edison twice in the first round in competitions before, and Edison's a great player. He's obviously a bit newer to the game, so a bit unfortunate for him to come across me in the first round. But I'm sure with a bit more time and
Ooh,
practice,
nice.
he'd get good. And that was a really good stun
That
run
was a
for
nice stun,
from
yeah.
Will with a
I
to
think
land himself a.
if he'd played it with top on that, he could have rolled it too far forward. So it's actually quite smart to play stun on that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
So nice shot. We have Will getting the first rack, and he's next to break. Continuing on what I was saying before,
Yeah.
I versed Josh, and I think Josh,
Josh Hung.
Josh got a little bit unlucky. Yeah, Josh Hong. Josh
Yep.
Hong got a little bit unlucky. So, I mean, he's a great player as well. Like he's beaten me many times in races, but I think I just got a better rolls, and I think he wasn't feeling too confident. And in my semifinals, I came across Harris,
Oh, Harris.
who
Wow.
is a veteran of CueSoc,
Yeah. He is. He is.
and is a really great player. He's won many competitions
He was
before.
probably going for the win definitely because he's won 8. He wants to win 9.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, Harris hasn't been playing too much recently, so I think I had a little bit of advantage and I saw it through.
And how
Yeah.
much do you think luck comes into play in 9 ball?
It's hard to say. I
Hard to
think
say.
quite a bit. Yeah. I mean, your roles obviously. I mean, with every game in pool, luck always comes to play. But when you get better and better, the luck component definitely gets less, and it's more about like how well you can just run stuff out and control the table. Here we
Definitely,
actually have
yeah.
a really great break by
That was
Will.
yeah, again another great break.
Yeah, he made
he,
3 balls, and he has a really good look at the 2 ball. Yeah.
yeah, and the 2 comes nicely to the 3. Yeah,
Yeah, I
wow.
think the main issue might be the 3, 2 to 4. He just needs to land on the right side.
Oh no, unlucky there, unlucky.
Yeah, unfortunate miss.
I have a feeling, I have a small feeling that you could run all these balls. They're all quite close to each other, so this might work out in your favor.
I mean, look, yeah, me and Will could run this out, but it's just about getting down and doing it. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, that is a bit too pacey, so I've got a
Yeah.
lot
Ooh.
further
Uh
than where
oh.
I wanted to.
Yeah,
And
you
now
definitely
I can't
can't
really
cut that
cut.
in the side. Yeah,
I mean, I can
exactly.
still cut it in. I can
You
still cut
can.
it in, but if I wanted to pot it, then I have to play with like the pace where it kind of gets away from the 4.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. And have
So
you
we'll see what I
been?
do here.
Oh wow, nailed it! Nailed it. That's difficult. Well done. And
Thank you.
and have you found during lockdown you've actually managed to get some frames in or not
And
really?
I haven't played it at all, man.
Yeah. It's sad that like players such as good as you are not having any practice.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, break's nice anyway. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's always
Breaks good.
when lockdown finishes, you can always start playing again. So it doesn't
We'll
really
get back
matter.
into it. Yeah.
Uh, so there, I actually probably should have played a bit more outside or right hand spin
Definitely.
to
Yeah.
get me a bit more straight on the 5. So I've actually have a really tough cut on the 5 here.
I think you've made
Um,
this harder for yourself.
yeah,
Unfortunately.
probably.
But not gonna lie, you're a great potter, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, oh, almost. All right, you've avoided the scratch, which is good. And Will doesn't have it easy either, so we'll see how it goes. He could possibly take the 5-9.
No, I think he might just go for the
He
corner
might just go
pocket.
for it.
Yeah, as we can see, it's not that hard, and he can always stun in, stun out of the rail and get straight on the 6, whether it be the bottom or the top of it.
Oh no, missed it.
A little
But
unfortunate there.
he's got the 2-way at least, and it looks like you're thinking of the combo here.
Yeah, so for the people unfamiliar with 9-ball pool, we said that you have to pot the balls in ascending order, but if you hit a legal shot, so here it would be hitting the orange 5-ball, and then manage to get the 9 off that, you just win the whole rack there. So that's what I'm
Ooh,
going for,
going for the win,
but
but
unfortunately I missed it, yeah.
missed it. Yeah.
So here, pretty tough shot for Will, I have to say. He just needs to draw it into the left rail and then try to get a look at the 6, any decent shot.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, where's the 9 going?
Kind of gets close, yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to consider the combo again? Or
No, nah, the 5 goes straight in the corner pocket.
oh yeah,
But
it does.
I think
It does.
I do need to punch it out a little bit just so I can get like off the 1 rail a bit closer to the middle, so I don't have a huge cut on the 6.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So, being in lockdown, unfortunately, we actually haven't had many events. So this was one of our most recent ones. Funnily enough, it was April, May.
It was March.
March. There you go.
Yeah.
Even earlier, yeah. That was one of our more recent ones. I think it was the third most recent or so. And yeah, so as soon as we go back, hopefully we can get into uni going.
Yeah,
that
hopefully.
that would be really
looking-
good. For those who aren't familiar with that, we have everyone come on the first week, play to qualify for their uni, and then the next week, whoever makes it represents their own uni. And that's considered one of the more competitive ones, I should say.
Yeah, it's one of CueSoc's premier
have you qualified
events.
before?
I've actually never tried to play for it. You know,
That's very weird.
I think in a couple of years before, I'd always had work, so I never tried.
Yeah.
But I'll be playing in this next one probably.
Yes. All right, we want you to qualify, Tim. Represent UNSW.
Hopefully. Hopefully, I'll make it.
Yeah.
So here I have even the score. We're at 1 apiece now.
Yeah.
And I'll be racking up the balls and breaking. So
Yeah.
actually,
Winners
just
break
want to talk.
format, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a winner's break format, and actually, I just want to talk a little bit about the 9-ball break and how it works. So, obviously, you rack it in a diamond shape like that, and you want to be breaking from the sides. We have, by the way, we rack it in a way where the 1 ball, the yellow 1 ball, is on the spot. And the break you want to be going for is, breaking from the side, and whichever side you're breaking from. So I'm breaking from the right side. The wing ball of that side, so here would be the black 8, should go into the nearest corner pocket, and the first ball should go towards
Smoked it.
a middle pocket. Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
That went crazy.
It too.
So
Hit it badly there.
could you explain the physics as to why the cue ball left the table there, or what happened for the foul to occur?
I think I just not too sure, to be honest. I just hit it
Because
badly.
I always thought that it comes down to if you aim too low on the cue ball, it will sort of cause it to bounce.
I think it's more like something like a jump shot actually, where like if you kind of like aim from high and you're aiming down low,
Yeah, exactly.
you get the ball to jump a little bit, and if it contacts the first ball while jumping, it might just bounce out like that. So which is what happened.
Yeah.
And but here we actually have a go.
We also actually rack the 2 ball at the end of the diamond. I think that's one of CueSoc's requirements.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why exactly though. I've just sort of assumed that we've just played like that.
Yeah, we just do. I mean, every competition has their own rules. Some competitions need you to rack with the 9 ball on the spot, which makes it a lot harder. But you know, every competition has their own rules.
Yeah, but 9's always in the middle, so that's always going to stay quite consistent. 1 at the front. Oh, good shot from Will. That's quite nice. And
yeah, really good shot to get on that side of the 4.
Yeah. The thing with a shot like that is if you do it too much, it will go too far forward, and if you don't do it enough, it will go too far back. So
yeah, maybe.
What makes a player a very good player is their spin control with their speed. I actually have found, and it's something that I always try to work on. But you know, with practice, I can turn into Tim. That's for sure.
No. So here, Will's landed a bit funny on the 5. I mean, he has a shot into the middle, And he can go kind of stay on the bottom side of the table and maybe play the 6 into either the middle or the top left corner. So we'll see what he goes for.
Quite
Oh,
nice, quite nice.
that's definitely too pacey.
Too pacey.
Yeah, so he didn't want to land on the top side because here he has to play the either a bank shot into the bottom right corner or the 6-9 combination shot, which is quite tough but doable. So we'll see how it
I
goes.
think he'll go for the combo. The combination shot.
And he
Ooh, almost,
does, and
almost.
just misses it.
Oh,
And
you're
pretty
gonna take
unfortunate
advantage.
there. Yeah, just leaves me the 6-9 combination to take out the rat. This
Yeah.
one, yeah, it's pretty easy. Like the 9 ball is really close and it's
But
not
it's
too
it's
hard.
not exactly straight on, so you're gonna have to
Mm,
go to like if you're facing the six ball, then you're gonna have to hit on the right side of it roughly, sort of where you're aiming right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Yeah. And mentally, how did you feel entering the finals? Do you feel that there's a lot of pressure?
I think the reason why I did pretty okay this final, and I think one of the reasons why is after the first 1 or 2 frames, I actually felt pretty comfortable, pretty chill. Not gonna lie, I don't know why, but because of that,
Nice.
um, I did okay.
Good shot. Good shot. Yeah. And
Thank you.
and what's some advice that you could give to a beginner who does make it past the first round or so? What do you think the strategy is to staying in? Do you think it's just a matter of just getting down and playing the shots, or is there more to it?
Yeah, look, like stay focused. It's pool like is like 50% mental, so
Yeah.
I think you just gotta like stay chill, stay in the zone, like however you do it,
Have you ever found
and
yourself in scenarios where you have not had the best like mental control,
yeah, of
and
course,
in as a result your pool is worse? Or oh,
yeah,
nice
of
breaks,
course.
beautiful on the wing ball and the six.
Mm.
These breaks have all been really really solid. I actually think that each break has had at least two balls potted so far. Wow, like I'm shocked. So you're up 2-1,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so I'm 2-1 up here. Here I actually don't think I have um, I can't pot the 1 ball into the top right corner. So I
Yeah.
might play what is called a push out shot. So for the
Mm.
people who aren't familiar with 9 ball, the shot after the break, you can opt to take a push out shot if you wish. And what that does is that you can hit the ball anywhere, and you don't foul. And the next player can either take the new shot or give it back to you. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's a pretty
Yeah.
big strategic part of
And
9 ball.
you can do anything with it on
Yeah.
the
So
push
here
out.
that
Yeah.
would have been a legal shot, but I caught a push out.
Yeah.
And I think what I was going for was I didn't want to leave him the 1 ball into the corner, and I also just want to break out the balls because
Exactly.
um
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like messy touchy frames where
And are
yeah.
you allowed to push out if you've broken without potting, or is your
Yeah.
opponent allowed to push out? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're allowed to do
So
that. Yeah.
that's another thing that
Yeah.
could be mentioned. So Will's actually taken it, and he's gotten it. Oh, has he? No, not quite.
Oh,
Not
that's pretty
quite.
close.
But he's landed it safe, I think. So it looks like you might jump it.
No, I think
No.
I can see enough on the left side where I can play right English and kind of knock the 1 ball in. I think the
That's
conversation I'm having with Will in the video right now is actually I didn't realize that I left him a shot on the 1, and so that was a poor push out shot by me. So pretty funny that. Yeah,
nice.
so just like that.
Beautiful. 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 Wow. The positioning is very difficult when you have a shot with such a small uh, angle to hit it at. So really well
Yeah, not
done.
sure what I was going for there, but hopefully I can see at least a little bit of the two.
Ooh.
Pretty unfortunate there. So I missed
Yeah.
the 2 ball entirely.
Yeah. What
Which
what
means
happened there?
not too sure. I think I was just trying to clip the edge of it. Yeah, I think I was trying to play a safety where I knocked the 2 just a little bit behind the 4 and then kind of land at the bottom of the table where the 4 ball might block the cue ball from getting to the 2.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
But here he gets a ball in hand because that was a foul.
And a
And
ball in
pretty easy
hand
run out
is
here.
yeah, a ball in
Yeah.
hand is so helpful in 9 ball compared to 8 ball. I think a ball in hand is amazing in 9 ball.
I think a ball in hand anywhere is amazing.
I found it to be better in 9 ball just because of the fact that there's less balls. So
Mm.
it just feels like there's more of an opportunity to win.
So here, we're just gonna play some top spin, get to the middle of the table where you can get kind of like pretty much straight on the
He's
pink
taken
four
out
ball
a he's taken out his. Well, I'm not sure what the name of the piece is called actually. That he's
extension.
is it? Oh, is it just called an extension? Okay, I thought there's a proper name for it. But
Yeah, it's
for
like
his
just extension. Yeah.
yeah, cause so he probably owns one of them or uses one of them, which he just screws on to help
On the
him.
back, yeah.
Yeah, to help him pot. Oh wow, and he's done
So
it quite nicely for the.
yeah, exactly. Got where he wanted, just pretty much straight on the 4, where he can just stop the shot, stop the ball there, and have an easy shot on the 5. He wants to leave himself a little bit of an angle. So
Beautiful.
there, he's just off the straight line, so it's actually okay, and he can just stun across towards the 9, to the 8. I mean,
Yeah.
just
Very
like that.
nice, very nice. Wow. And I'm finding that this match is quite balanced so far. No one has really started to dominate or take control, as from what I can see, because it looks like we're going to be 2 apiece after this one.
Yeah, I mean, I played Will a lot in races, and he's a great player. Like, I reckon he's one of the best CueSoc players right
Yeah,
now.
he is. He
And
is.
honestly, like, he's at least as good, if not, I think, better than me as a player. That's just me being honest,
Yeah.
putting it out there.
Yeah. Good. Good. I wanted to ask you. So going back on the idea of and one player sort of dominating the table or having the control. How do you find that you can obtain that? Do you understand my question, or how do you
I think I
find
get
that?
it. Yeah. I think for me, like I always play my percentages, so I'm not gonna take a shot if I don't think there's a good chance of me either making it or like running the rack afterward. So if I see a shot that's hard or like doesn't give me really great position, I try to play safety and get my opponent in trouble. That way I can keep control of the table. Whoever if I snooker them and they foul, I get a ball in hand, or they don't land the perfect on it. I can kind of play off that.
For sure, yeah. Another good
So there, as
break.
you can see, yeah, the wing ball, the 6 ball, which is the green one, just went to the bottom right, which is where it's supposed to go. And the yellow 1 ball went towards the left middle, which is also where it's supposed to go, but didn't make it in.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wow. So
Doesn't have a great shot on the 1. He
yeah, he
might
doesn't.
either play a bank or I
Yeah,
think he could play a safety here. We'll see what he opts for.
I'd take the safety personally.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd play on the. Or maybe I'll just even play a two-way shot, like something just move the one to one side of the table and move the cue ball to the other, like something like
Hmm.
that.
Wait,
Not
so what's
necessarily.
a two-way shot, Mark?
Uh, I believe you told me about a two-way shot first. Yeah, yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
was it?
I
Yeah.
get, yeah, I remember you were the first person to tell me about what a two-way shot was. Yeah, it's very similar to what Will just played, but essentially it's like if you can see that you are going for a pot, but it's not the easiest pot in the world. It's a bit more difficult. Uh, what you should do is play the correct spin or play the correct speed on it in order to make it difficult for your opponent, such that you miss. In such
Yeah,
a
so if you
scenario you
miss,
miss.
yeah,
Yeah.
you leave them like a hard shot as well.
Yeah, and I think that's what Will was playing. He wasn't going for a direct safety behind a certain ball. He was just moving the one onto one side and the cue ball onto the other. So, unfortunately, yeah, you managed to get the pot. You managed to beat his two-way shot, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty hard shot here. I think I would go for a safety right here. Yeah, which is what
Yeah,
I try to do. I think I'm trying to land behind the 9, but as you
yeah,
can see, he has the pot on the blue 2 ball to the
he
top
does.
right.
He does. Yeah. Okay. And CueSoc now is coming on to its 11th year. How do you think, from when you first joined, since you're in fourth year, sorry, when you were in first year, how do you think the society has progressed since then?
I mean, every year is different. I think it's always like a new generation every year. So you always get new faces and stuff. I think
For
this
sure.
year, the vibes I've been getting, it's pretty social. Like there's a lot of new
Very,
faces from
yeah.
first year,
Very.
yeah, and everyone's pretty keen to meet each other and hang out. So it's pretty nice.
I've found that the turnout rates have been really good at
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
our events. We
yeah.
hosted our mixed doubles this year, which
Yeah.
turned out really, really well. I was really
Mm.
happy with the turnout on that compared to the events we've had prior. So yeah, yeah, Will's just going through the balls one by one. Just
Yeah, but here I don't think he's landed too great on the 7 actually. He wants a bit more angle so he can get towards straight in on the 8, but he's actually pretty straight in on the 7 here, the brown 7. So here you can see him try like create that angle and try to get closer towards the 8, but unfortunately he's played a bit too much top and kind of got, in a position where he can't pot the 8.
Exactly. Exactly. He's definitely looking at a bank here. I mean, if
Yeah, I
he...
think this is a pretty doable bank. So let's see if he makes it.
Oh, not quite.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. And did you begin playing pool when you first joined? Or were you playing before
Um,
that?
Pretty much actually, yeah. I said so. I mean, I started like I played a bit of pool like in year 12 for fun, and then
Yeah.
in first
We
year
all did.
I played as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
I started playing properly in first year. So here, I got a pretty easy shot to the left middle, and what I want to do is kind of like go towards the top rail and then come back down towards the 9 ball.
Let's see how will you execute that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm happy with that. Wow. That was good. Possibly a bit more
Yeah,
speed could have gone made it even
yeah, a bit
closer,
more
but
speed,
I mean that's good
and
enough, right? That's really good.
yeah, that's
That's
all
good
right.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly like this is the first. Oh no, this is the second one we've had on the Burwood table. Out of all the finals I've watched, this has been going like very well. The positional play has been like exceptional between both of you. So it's still looking like anyone's frame. Hopefully, if you get this one, we'll make it 3-2. Is it or 4-2?
I think it's 3-2 now.
3-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I lost count. 3-2. Wow. And how quickly do you find yourself uh, running the racks or running a rack in 9 ball? Do you find yourself running out of rack in 9 ball often or not really?
Depends. Depends on how, like, obviously it depends on how I'm feeling during the day, and how the balls kind of land after the break. But I think yeah, like there's a good percentage of running the rack when I rake the balls, especially when I'm playing on the city tables. So those ones are a bit easier to play on. Here,
Definitely,
not
yeah.
so much. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, unlucky with the scratch.
Yeah, I don't think I've been breaking too great today. Like, I mean, my breaks have been okay, but I have either been scratching, like fouling, or I haven't been landing great on the first ball. So here Will gets the ball in hand, and
And are you allowed to play
pretty.
the? You can put the ball anywhere because in 8 ball you can only play it behind the
Oh yeah,
line.
off the break. Yeah, here you can put it anywhere. Pretty easy run out here. I think the only concern I'd say is just making sure you get straight on the 2, so you can kind of get a good position of on the 3, because you need to be on the pretty much along the right rail.
Exactly. Oh wow,
Oh,
a nice carom there.
not sure if he intended that,
Yeah,
but
worked. It
you know
worked
what?
out in
We'll
his
give him the
favor.
benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
But he's actually landed on like nowhere near where he wants to be on a 2, and he might have to draw into the bottom rail and come back out,
Oh
which is what
wow.
he's tried. But unfortunately, he's rattled the bottom right and
It
landed
was
and
very
hooked
cleanly
himself.
potted, but he's hooked himself. How do you think he's gonna escape it? He'll masse, he'll jump, kick.
Will's a pretty good jumper. Like
Yeah,
honestly, a really good jumper. So I think he'd go for that.
and he'll
It's
use
something he.
the. So if he's using the jump to escape, how do you think he could use the escape in his best in his favor in order to make it a two-way shot or a safety of some sort?
So here, like he's obviously not going to try go for the pot because it's really hard. So what you want to do is you want to hit the right side of the 3 ball here, and where the white ball kind of goes towards the bottom of the table, and then the 3 ball will kind of track towards the top. And you want to do it in a way where, like, hopefully one of the either the 9 ball or the pink or orange 4 or 5 balls block a direct shot from me.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh no, he's messed it.
Pretty unfortunate there.
Yeah. And what's the technique with a jump shot? How do you work it?
So you're obviously using a jump cue, which is what I just used, which is like a shorter cue, and you kind of elevate your hand and you kind of dig into the table
Okay.
to jump it over the ball. Yeah.
And the jump cue, I always thought you could just screw the first half of the cue off in order to get that. But are there cues specifically designed just for jumping, or
Yeah, so the jump cue
yeah,
that yeah
his
we'll
his would
just
have
use
been
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here Yeah, straight enough and pretty easy out for me here.
So
So
okay,
just I can I think I would go top spin, kind of go into the top and right rail.
I've always been
Um,
told it's easier to play top than to
yeah,
play
so I'm
draw.
someone who abides by that. Like I
Yeah,
try to play top as much as possible, follow the line of the cue ball. A lot of people, especially newer players, try to play a lot of backspin. But it's firstly it's hard to control it a lot of the times, and
exactly.
secondly, yeah, like it's not like not always the optimal position to play shot.
Yeah. Alright, so a difficult shot on the 8 we're looking at here. Beautifully played, and you've gone a couple of rails around. It was just. Ooh, was that a scratch?
Oh
Oh
yeah,
no!
unfortunate.
Oh
I
no!
think there I kind of took for granted how hard I can hit because like I just need to pot the 8 ball there, and then pretty much anywhere on the table I can just pot the 9 from. But there
Yeah,
I just kind of just potted the 8 without thinking, and obviously went towards the corner pocket and scratched.
yeah, that's right. Wow, okay. And yeah, we're at 3-3 now, so this is just going to keep getting closer from what I can see. I honestly thought that had you gotten that one, you would have had complete control of the next frame as well. You would have been up 4-2. Everything would have
That's
been.
not necessarily true.
Well,
I
because
guess
when you're up a
each frame.
certain number of frames, and had you won the next one from there 5-2, like when you're up 5-2, it's so much easier to just
Oh
play the
yeah,
game at
for
your
sure.
pace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
momentum really kicks in at that
momentum
point.
definitely kicks in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
And
Will's break now. He's
yep,
gonna
we'll break.
try get the red three towards the right bottom pocket, and hopefully the yellow one ball towards the left middle. Same shot as always. We'll see how it does this.
He's so consistent with the wing ball.
Yeah,
Wow. He must be
yeah.
practicing his break so much. Do you?
I
Oh,
mean,
since you
yeah.
play with
Like
him a lot, you would know.
I mean, everyone like is the break is one of the most important shots in pool, and it's something you want to practice a lot. So like I feel like a lot of the more experienced players have kind of got the 9 ball break down pat.
For
Something that
sure,
you should
yeah.
know. Yeah.
And do you
Here,
find yourself like your practice routine? Do you find yourself practicing just the break sometimes, or
pretty rarely, but yeah, every now and then I'll get down and just practice that.
what's
Um,
the ideal way for someone starting out to like practice?
I think when you're a bit newer, I think maybe you should focus a bit more on just putting the ball and honestly just having fun with the game instead of getting all the techniques super down right.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
I think
Exactly.
as you progress along, then that's when you might want to start learning, like more advanced stuff like how to break properly, positional play, stuff like that,
For
and
sure.
like
For
even just
sure.
like shot technique.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, yeah,
Yeah,
go.
the safety that Will's put you in is quite challenging
Yeah,
to
it's pretty
escape.
nasty.
Yeah.
I have to play a one rail escape here. I think I opt to go along the long rail.
Yes, you've got it. Is that good?
And actually pretty nice hit, yeah.
Yeah.
I've hit it like really thin so that it doesn't come off the rail,
And does the
and
two
leaving
go
of a
in?
shot.
Does the two
And
go in the
yeah,
corner?
well, it goes in the middle pocket, but it's a really tough shot.
Or what about the corner? I was thinking.
No, it doesn't go past the 4 ball, the pink 4 ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so here he's probably going to try play a safety or maybe bank to the bottom right corner. We'll see what he does. So he's played a bit of a two-way, so
Yeah,
he's gone
there's
for
actually a
that shot.
perfect two-way right there.
Yeah,
Wow.
but if he since he missed it, yeah, because he missed it, he's left me a hard shot as well.
For sure. Yeah, wow. This frame has been very exciting. We're starting to come up with a safety battle here, and as soon as one player makes the wrong move or makes the wrong shot, the game can sort of slowly fall apart for the
Yeah,
opponent.
and I've made the first mistake here. I think I'm trying to get the two a bit more further up the table where it's blocked
I've
by the
seen
brown
worse
ball.
mistakes. That's not too bad. That's not worse. Maybe for a
Yeah,
final, that's not the best mistake to make. Oh, okay. Yeah,
oh, a bit of
he
a
wasn't. Oh, has it come back? No, not quite. Oh no
Oh,
way! So
pretty
yeah,
lucky there.
so nine ball's not core pockets, is it?
Yeah, so in 8 ball, you actually have to call which pocket you want it to go towards. But in 9 ball, if you fluke a ball in, it still counts and you get to keep going, which is one of the rules in 9 ball. Yeah. Yep, so just to stun out towards the middle of the table. Here, I think he might be able to go towards the right, miss the 8 ball, and come out 2 rails towards the middle of the table. Not too sure actually if he can get past the 8, but we'll see how he does it. Oh, unfortunate miss, but I think I saw what he's going for there. Like he's trying to draw
Definitely.
into the 8 ball pocket. I mean the 8 ball, and just hold the cue ball there, which is another viable option. But unfortunately, he's left me a pretty easy run out here.
And what do you think of? So the shot that Will was just playing, actually, I believe he had to elevate his hand a little, possibly, or maybe it was the one prior. Do you find those shots can be more difficult when your bridging hand is uh, elevated?
Yeah, of course, and it's one of those
Yeah.
things that like more experienced players practice and get down pat. But as you get better, it becomes less of an issue. Obviously, you still prefer not to be elevated, but
Yeah.
it's something you need to practice because it comes up quite a lot.
Yeah. And how does it restrict the ability to spin the ball? How much does it?
Oh, definitely, obviously, because when you start elevating your hand, then you introduce what is something called masse, where the ball kind of curves instead of going straight along the path you shoot it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, that was a
Pretty good
nice roll
shot there,
though.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came out two
Nicely
rails,
done. Nicely done.
and I have a really good look at the 7 ball to the
For sure.
middle.
Yeah, for sure. And may I ask what you're listening to on your headphones? Do you usually play music? Or you?
Oh, right. You're talking about actually no, I don't put any music at all. It just helps me block out some of the sound. Pool can be a little bit distracting when you have a
It
lot of people
can,
around
yeah.
you.
It
Yeah,
can.
so I do that sometimes. Especially when I'm trying to really concentrate. But
Mm,
there, yeah, yeah, pretty landed pretty well on the black 8 ball to just roll forward for this easy shot on the 9.
yeah. And I hope you can get this one. Looking good, looking good.
Oh, I cheated that quite a lot, and I think that's what I'm saying sorry for. Yeah, that almost missed the 9 ball, the bottom
Well,
right
when I first
pocket.
started playing, actually, I was confused a little bit as to why you'd like apologize or you'd say sorry. What do you
Because
think's the convention behind that? To more of the newer players, like as you keep playing, you'll start to see more and more players do it. Some of the more and more polite players decide to do it. But yeah, what are
yeah,
your views on that?
I mean, yeah, like if you just get a lucky shot, like if you cheat a pocket like that, if you get a good position, if you get them into a snooker, while trying to play a pot, but not intending to play a snooker, it's you just got lucky, right?
For
So
sure, yeah, for sure.
people just apologize for that. It's just something people do.
All right, so we are looking at 4-3, I believe. We are coming on to the eighth rack. Let's see if the fatigue is going to kick in this rack or not. We're about 40 minutes of play in, I believe. So, oh, have you hooked yourself?
Yeah, so the pink 4 ball is actually blocking the path to the 1 ball. And honestly, I think I've been pretty unlucky with these breaks. I've
Yeah,
been breaking okay, but haven't been getting the rolls I want, and that's something. Yeah, no, that's part of the luck thing we were talking about earlier.
exactly. Yeah,
Sometimes you just gotta hope for good rolls.
you're gonna go for the push.
Yep. So,
Yep.
a reminder: the first shot after the break, I can do a push-out shot, which is what I just did, and Will can either take that shot right now or he can give it back to me.
Will seems like he's very ambitious to take a lot of the
Yeah, I
pushes
think
that
he
he
might just go
receives.
for the bank. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
Will's a
because you've
Will's
left
a
him with
pretty
a
aggressive player.
yeah, you've left him with a
Uh,
sort of a reverse bank. Oh, he's gone for the double, and he's got it, but it doesn't look like that. That's what was intended.
yeah, he was going for the top left corner, but he missed it, but luckily for him, it went into the top right. So bit of a fluke for Will there. Let's
Exactly.
see if he
Yeah.
can run this out. Oh, a really nice shot there from Will,
Wow. That's
actually.
it. That's it. Wow. And he's got it Virtually straight. Virtually straight. Yeah.
Actually, the angle he has right now is pretty much perfect. He doesn't want to be completely straight on
Yeah.
the
If
three.
you're completely straight, it doesn't allow you to position for the next ball. So if
Yeah.
you're a little bit off, it's perfect. Yeah.
He just has to avoid getting hooked by the brown seven or the orange five, and I believe he can see the four ball here.
Yeah. He has hopefully got a chance with this move.
Oh, he's elevating actually, so maybe he's trying to mass edit ball, so maybe he can't see enough of the four. Yep,
Wow.
exactly. But great
Beautiful.
shot by him.
Beautiful.
Pretty
Is
hard to
he?
control mass edits, and he's
He's
unfortunately
hooked
hooked
himself
himself.
again.
Yeah,
I can tell by his facial expression that he was not happy by that at all. So
yeah. Pretty unlucky to get that outcome, but I mean,
now, when it comes
lucky.
to jumping, have you found that when the object ball, like the object ball being, or yeah, when the object ball is too far away, it's more difficult, or when the cue ball is like tied to another ball, it's
It's
more
more so
difficult?
when the blocking ball is too close to the cue ball. So
Yeah,
there, I think Will didn't go for a jump there because the brown seven was too close to the cue ball. So it's kind of hard to
yeah,
elevate the ball and miss the brown ball.
exactly,
So he's
exactly,
played for
yeah,
the kick, and he has actually left me really good on the five. I just have to do a soft stun to the right side, and pretty much anywhere on this like on the table for the seven ball,
yeah,
I
that's right.
can go towards the eight.
And if you were in Will's position trying to go for the escape on the five in the shot prior to the one you've played just now, which you've played very well, I must say, how do you think you would have played it better in order to avoid
You mean
less
the
of
kick
the?
shot?
Yeah, the kick shot that he played. Yeah, how do you
Oh,
feel
I
that you
would have
could have
played
played it
exactly
better?
the same. I would have played it exactly the same way, and just it's a luck thing again. Like you
It's
just
yeah.
like,
There's
hopefully,
your luck.
I think I would have played it a bit harder to hopefully get some distance between the cue ball and the object ball. But I think the line he was taking was pretty much the correct one.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And you're using a Predator glove, is that right?
Yeah, I'm using the Predator Club.
And for the viewers, is there a reason why you use that specific brand, or just why you use a glove in general? Because I find that the snooker players, or the snooker-based billiards players, tend to not use a glove.
Billiards players do, but snookers players don't, and I think that's a lot to do with like the snooker cue is a bit thinner, so there's less friction and contact. But the pool cues are a bit thicker,
Yeah,
and for a lot of players, it's a bit more comfortable and like you get better like smoother action if you use a glove. So I
exactly.
actually
Yeah.
traditionally never used the glove, but my friend Glandon, who you might have seen in previous commentary videos,
Yes.
bought this glove for me, and I'm a believer now.
Yeah. I find it's nice as well too. It does reduce the
Yeah.
friction. It makes the shots easier to play, and especially when it gets hot, like your hands sort of get a little sweaty and or it doesn't
I
work
think.
out in the best.
Hmm.
Maybe that's just me.
I think the biggest thing for me is when I'm trying to play, deep screw shots where I'm trying to get a lot of action on the cue ball. The glove really does help, but I think I can get away with not using a glove just for normal shots.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So you're up 5-3.
Yeah.
Okay, two more to go. Let's see if you can take the reins from here. How have you found in this competition, comparing it to other competitions you've played? How have you found you've performed differently?
I mean, look, I haven't played in too many competitions actually, but I
Can you
mean, I've
count
just
how
got better,
many,
I guess.
roughly? Like
Mm,
10,
Maybe
15?
like 4 or 5.
4 or 5? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, they run once a term, and we did miss a couple due to lockdown last year and
Yeah. I mean,
lockdown
this is
this
my
year.
first 9 ball competition, and I've played in maybe like 3 8 ball competitions before.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, and
I don't know. Yeah,
being
go.
your first, this being your first 9 ball competition, and you won as well. Well, we don't know actually, but how have you found that your performance has been compared to your 8 ball?
Oh, I mean, look, I think I was playing great today. I mean, this day, and I was just concentrated and relaxed. So that translated well into my playing.
Exactly,
Uh,
exactly.
so here, would have liked to been a bit off the rail more, just to get a bit more screw into the ball. But there, I was only able to stop the shot there. And actually, I have a really bad shot on the three
Yeah.
where both if I played either one of the top left or top right corners, I have a chance of scratching.
Let's have a look. See if. Oh, okay. Do you
Yeah,
think?
so I missed
Yeah.
the
So
shot
had you
there.
got in the pot, would you have scratched?
No,
Or
I
did you
played it
play
away.
Yeah, you played the
Yeah,
spin correctly in order for that not to happen.
yeah, but it was just a tough pot anyways. But a little bit of lucky lead for me.
Yeah.
Who doesn't really have a good shot here.
It's a reverse bank by the looks of it, or possibly
Possibly, but I'm not
a
sure if it
bank.
goes past the orange 5 ball.
It's hard to
It
see
looks like
from
it does.
the viewing angle.
Hmm. I think we was just going Josh to referee the shot for him to make
Yeah,
sure no funny business happens.
exactly.
And he's just gone for the safety. And I think Will could have done a bit more of that. I think he was trying to get a bit more speed out of it, where the kind of one ball goes. I mean, the cue ball goes towards the right rail a bit more, possibly behind the pink or the orange balls.
That's what I was thinking too. I
Yeah.
probably would have played it with a bit more, but each their own. Oh wow.
So that was a pretty poor shot, actually. I think I was going for
Yeah.
the bank, but I just completely
Oh,
missed
you
that.
almost got the 9. Almost got the 9.
That would have been disgusting. But
Yeah.
here, Will's actually got a pretty good layout. If the 4 ball goes past the orange 5 ball to the right bottom, then it's all pretty natural. But I'm not exactly too sure we're past this, so we'll have to see here. And yeah, judging
Oh.
from the way he played there, it didn't go past the orange ball, so he had to try and maneuver the ball around the table to get towards the right side of the table, which is why he put so much power and subsequently missed the shot there.
So just looking at a down the table shot. Oh, you've actually gone for the side.
Yeah, I think I was on the wrong side of the 3 ball where it kind of would have gone towards the left, which, as we discussed before, it would have been blocked by the pink ball would have been
Exactly.
blocked
Yeah.
by the orange ball there. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. And this could not go well for you.
yeah. He has a pretty easy 3-9 combination to win the rack here, which he does make.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah, he made it.
now we're
That is
now we're at 5-4.
5-4. Still
Yeah.
anyone's game. Very good, very good. I believe I wasn't at this competition. Yeah, I was at the 8 ball one, I think. And I've noticed that playing a competition at the Burwood tables, especially turning up so early in the morning when we turn up as soon as the doors open, the ambience is quite quiet, which is really nice because you can focus really well. And
I mean, it's also yeah. Go.
when you play your league weeks on Monday night, for example, those ones are difficult because the whole hall's full.
Yeah, it's always packed on Monday nights. I mean,
Yeah.
competitions at the city one, it also is really quiet in the morning, but it can get kind of louder as the competition goes
Throughout the
on.
day. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. And do you find yourself more adapted to the playing style of 9 ball or 8 ball or something else?
I've always been an 8 ball player, like pretty much always. But I mean, for the last year, I've been trying to get better. And if you want to be a better player, you need to play more rotation or rotation pool, which means playing 9 ball or 10 ball. So yeah, like in the past year, I've pretty much exclusively been playing 9 ball, 10 ball, and that's probably why maybe I did pretty okay this tournament. Here, Will's breaking pretty well, but he doesn't have a shot on the one, so he's just gonna play a
Pushed it
push
out,
out
yeah.
shot.
Pushed it
And
out.
here, I think I might give it back to him if I had the choice now. Either that, or
It's
I can kind of
interesting, yeah.
just go
So
for some safety.
why did he? Yeah, yeah. You gave it back. Why did he do that?
I
I
mean, no, I
thought
think that's fine. That's completely fine because
yeah. But what I thought, to be honest, was wouldn't you want to play the cue ball in a bit more of a position where it's a difficult pot rather than a pot you can't get at all?
this is a difficult pot though.
Oh
Like
wow, yeah.
pretty
Okay,
much
yeah.
like the
Because I mean,
yeah like
to me that one seemed more difficult than what he could have made it. Like for me, like
oh right yeah. I mean
yeah.
I
I
mean
think if you get where I'm coming from. like there's a difference between difficult and like very difficult. Yeah,
Yeah, but I think that was a fine one. On it. Yeah, I guess he could have done a bit better.
a little
But
bit.
like during the competition, you're not like you might. It's all retrospect speaking. So
It is. It is.
uh, here, I think I've landed okay on the four, like where I can just kind of draw and kind of go below the brown seven ball and have a good shot on the five.
Definitely.
Oh no! So I decided to stun the ball with a bit of outside left spin, and oh,
Oh,
got a bad
not
brush against
quite.
the
Not
nine
quite.
ball, and I don't really have a shot on the five now. Ideally, I would have wanted to hit the nine ball full on, so then I wouldn't have the shot. I would have the shot on the five. But here, it's really easy safety. I just roll up behind the six. Could have done a lot better there. Actually, I think he can
Yeah.
actually cut the five ball a little bit.
In the side of the corner.
Both actually.
The side seems very difficult, so
Yeah, so I'd go for the corner.
definitely go for the corner. Yeah. Yeah, while Will's playing this shot, I might mention that CueSoc's also planning on running an online event whilst we're in lockdown. Something different to what we've done, but we're giving it a shot. We want to see just people getting involved and everyone having fun just while we're at home. So we might be doing that in a couple of weeks, hopefully, but we'll have to see. And you have to just make sure you're following our Facebook group, you're following all our socials, I guess, but mainly the Facebook one because that's where all the events are advertised.
Awesome. Here I got a really easy run out. Like pretty much just got to make sure I'm not hooked by the black eight ball on this next shot, and everything is pretty much easy. Yep, you're landing
Nice.
pretty much straight on the seven. Have a lot of options.
How do you think you'll position for the 8 after this shot?
Here maybe I just draw back a little bit, and then maybe play the eight ball in the bottom left.
Oh, it looks like you've gone.
Oh, I've gone for topspin, and I've definitely gone too far there. But actually, this is still okay.
No.
I'm straight
not
enough
too
where I
bad.
can draw into the left rail with bottom right outside spin and and kill the ball. So then I still have a shot on the nine. We'll see how I do this, but I'm pretty sure that's what I go for.
So you were just using a different kind of chalk to the one City Heroes provides. Why do you use this different kind of chalk? Or
Oh, I
why
mean,
did you purchase it? Or did it just come
once
with what you
again,
bought?
no. So Glandon bought it for me as
It's
well.
buying you everything. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. So I've been using that, and it's really nice. Lasts a long
Is
time.
there a difference? Is it just lasts, or is there a difference between that and just the regular chalk? Or not really.
Look, it doesn't make. I don't think it makes much of a difference at all. It's just
Yeah.
nicer, and I guess it stays on your Q tip a bit longer.
And one thing
But
that,
yeah.
yeah, just continuing on from this talk about the chalk, so you're up 6-4 now. This is, yeah, next game, next one you win, right? If you win this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a race to 7. First to reach 7 wins or racks wins
That's right.
the game.
Yeah. Just going back on the chalk, so to put it simply, why do we chalk?
So it's just to help the Q tip have a better contact with the cue ball. If you don't use chalk, you will hit the cue ball all sorts of wrong, and it won't go where you want it to. Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, oh, nice on the 8 as well. Good shot there, but
But
you're tied up.
hooked by the 5.
You
Yeah.
seemed a bit upset by that.
Yeah. I think I mean, I've been pretty unlucky on all these breaks, so. But that happens.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I'm finding this is starting to lean towards more your favor, but Will's definitely hanging on better than I've seen some other opponents hang on in finals videos. This is not a one-sided match at all. So I'm really enjoying this for sure.
Here, I'm just trying to make some contact with the 1. I mean, what I'm hoping for, of course, is to play the 1-6 in the middle, but that's pretty ambitious. And there, as you can see, I just barely missed the 1.
Do you have
ball in hand.
Yeah, do you have a technique for when you do kicks or banks?
I know a lot of people have, but honestly, for mostly those stuff. I just use the reflection kind of rule, the one you learn in physics, where
Yeah.
angle of whatever it is, angle of
Def-
you,
deflection.
you know what I'm
Angle
talking
of
about.
deflection. Angle
Yeah,
of
is the same
deflection
as
is
angle of
what's the opposite of deflection?
incoming angle equals the outcoming
Yeah,
angle,
good
something
enough.
like that.
Good
Yeah.
enough. Neither of us are good at physics, so we're engineering students. That's why.
Yep, so he's landed pretty well on this. He's straight on the two, which is what he wants, where he can just draw back towards the left rail, but he doesn't want to get too straight on the four ball. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to get towards the right side of the table, which
Yeah.
here you can see he's done. He's gone too straight on the four. So now the only shot he can play now to get on the five well is to just draw straight back towards the top left corner and hope he gets a decent shot. So kind of a test of draw control here and see how it goes.
Beautiful.
Done pretty well actually.
Beautiful. Yeah, but he's on the rail.
Yeah, so that's a problem, like why you want to kind of go on the right side. Yeah, like it's such a small space, a lot of things can go wrong, and here he's too close to the rail, and he'd rather a bit more angle
Oh
on this.
yeah. Unfortunately,
Or
it's not like on bar pool. I remember when I was in first year, or even earlier than that, you could just you'd have those opponents that would just stick their cue in between the ball and the rail, just to make it easier to hit it. But no,
right.
unfortunately, when we do play at CueSoc, you do have to play the shot the way it's been given to you.
Hmm.
Nice. Oh, you cheated a little bit.
Yeah, and good thing I'm not straight here. I've just gone a bit past it, so now I can stun the ball towards the right side of the table for the brown seven ball in the top right, which I think
And
this is the best way to go about this.
obviously, you knew the score, but how does the score, like knowing where you are in the game or how far you are to winning or losing, does that affect your play? Does that affect your performance?
A little bit, but I think a lot of different pool players, like other pool players, go by the philosophy that you just should take each frame one by one. You
Exactly,
know,
yeah.
like
Exactly.
a comeback is always possible. It's very possible for Will to string 3 frames in a row and just take the win here. As you can see, I missed a really easy shot, which is pretty bad.
Okay, that's not very easy. I'm just gonna put it out there. Tim is just very good at pool. That is not a very easy shot. I get those maybe like 3 out of every 10 times. Yeah, and you got very close. Like, if it definitely would have gone in on the town hall tables because these are pretty much a ball and a half or less. These ones, and they've got the so they've got the Chinese tables as well at Burwood. How they're
Yeah,
even smaller. They're just a
yeah. I've
ball.
actually never played on those tables. They're a bit
My
crazy.
first time at Burwood, I actually played on those, and you can't cheat the pockets. You can't make the shots that you want to make, and it's painful. It's painful. Yeah.
A really huge draw shot from Will there,
Yeah,
but
definitely. But
he hasn't really controlled it too well. He does have a look at the seven ball in the bottom left, where it kind of gives him natural position for the nine ball, but
definitely.
it's a little bit of a tough shot. And from what I can see, Will is a little bit like feeling the pressure,
For
So we'll
sure.
see how it goes on this. So yeah, he's played the
Wow.
same shot, really good shot,
Beautiful,
but
beautiful.
and he's landed a little bit luckily, landed pretty well in the nine, just straight into the corner pocket.
Yeah. I mean, if he could get that one, he can get this one.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Oh, no. Oh, no.
No,
Too
that's
close.
pretty unfortunate, and
And
Will's
he's
just
called it.
conceded the game.
He's
Yeah,
conceded. That wasn't expected.
yeah, bit of a tough
Yeah, there you
shot, I
go.
guess, when you're feeling the heat a little bit.
And Will's such a good player. He's one of those players that even when he's lost, even when he's missed it, he wants to retry the shot. He wants to get it in again.
Yeah,
uh,
as you can see, we're having a little laugh about it.
yeah, for
But
sure.
great playing
Seven,
from Will.
7-4. Good on you, man. Good on you.
Thank you, thank you.
It definitely was a very close game. That one, very close.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, it was closer for sure than what the scoreline might suggest. But I think, on this day, I was kind of feeling a bit better, and it seemed like Will was feeling the heat a little bit.
For sure, yeah,
And
for sure. And before we end the recording, I might just mention the sponsors of CueSoc. We have City Heroes sponsoring us. They always do a great job at hosting our events. They've been supporting us 11 years now, as I've mentioned earlier, and I really look forward to the future of CueSoc and how we interact with City Heroes and use what they give us.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, great playing by both players today and everyone at the competition. It was a great turnout, and we just want to thank everyone for coming along to our competition, and hopefully we'll see you at our future ones. But yeah, that just about wraps out our commentary. Thank you for tuning in,
Yeah, thanks,
and we'll
Tim.
catch you next time.
It's been nice hearing your retrospective opinion on your own play, and from the winner, even better.
Just lucky.